So the dunes were definitely fun. For a bike like this, did a lot better than I thought it would. It's definitely some skill you got to learn. One thing that really bugged me is during the whole dunes, it rode perfect, it did fine, and then afterwards, let it sit in the shop for, I don't know, a week or two, and then took it out just to ride it, and the throttle just kept sticking. It was really annoying. It would just stick like that. And so I kind of figured out why. So this part is going to the carb, and when I put it over this little guy into a loop there, it's actually bent around kind of like a clothespin. So it's literally just bent around itself. And when that happens, it likes to get stuck in certain positions and it'll keep the throttle linkage from moving, just like it's doing now. It even prevents it from opening, so it's definitely not a good thing. So what I'm going to do is just pretty much create a design like this. That will sit right in there, just like that. So instead of it looping around, it's going to do the little zigzag. And hopefully that should alleviate any of the throttle sticking, because that's really annoying. Really, really, really annoying. Let's take this off real quick. There it goes. Jabus. So you see big design flaw there. That likes to move around like that. You can see that's when it gets stuck. It doesn't allow any movement. And then when you force it, it just walls the hole bigger. So it keeps doing it more and more and more. So we're just going to do this little guy. Hopefully that alleviates everything, because I spent some money on this carb. I don't want to go to a slide carb. I don't want a Makuni yet. This is really nice. I feel like I'm gonna stab the hell out of my fingers. Beautiful. That came out magnificent. And look at that hole, it's all nice and walled out. Sweet. I don't think I'll be able to reuse this, but that does get a lot of slack, so I'm not a big fan of that, but let's see. I don't think that's going anywhere. Sick. And making the linkage is just easy as pie. Just make sure everything's nice and lined up. If you want to, it's a little messy right now, but if you really want to line it up, make sure if it's one thicker than the other, that vise is not going to work. Yeah, that looks about right. I don't want to do it right there. Okay. We gotta figure out which way you gotta bend it. So I was gonna be sitting like that. This way is opening, so it's gonna be pushing that way. So you want this piece to be like that, and you want this to go down. Okay. Make sure this is positioned like this, and then you bend this piece down like that. Bingo. And you take your little dually bib and you do a little test. I'm actually going to cut this. Here's the Snickers. If not, I'll snip them myself. Flash this time? Dang. Alrighty. That looks pretty good to me. That's all the way open. It's all the way closed. I don't see it escaping or anything. I mean, it's got a tiny bit of slack. That's a lot freaking better than it was. Now we're just gonna stretch this out a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect, dude. That's, yeah. Woo! About time. About time. All right, so hopefully this is gonna last, though it's still the stock original linkage. So eventually it will need to be replaced in the future. But if you still are using the stock original linkage, this is definitely a good little tip. I will have to straighten that rod out. It does get kind of hard to open sometimes, especially when you're trying to give it the beans, but it is what it is. And this sock is pretty dirty. Always keep your socks clean. So we'll clean that in the future. And then I also got the Go Power Sports header support. It's really janky, but you know, hey, look, it's on there. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Anyway, this is called a redneck kickstand. Hope you guys enjoy watching, and I'll see you in the next video.